It figures I get a new tunic and everything, and all of a sudden, hey, water dungeon. My clothes are gonna shrink so bad. Welcome back to Link's Awakening DX. Previously, I got that key over there by showing you the power of the arrow bomb. If you didn't see it, I'll show you it again. Arrow bomb! That's a really good weapon. There is one that's better, though. We'll be seeing that one relatively soon. I wouldn't say within like the next couple of videos, but I will. Within the next couple of videos, we might see that. Also, we got a bunch of anti-fairies in this room. I don't abide by anti-fairy. Oh, I wonder how I shatter blocks. I've forgotten. Oh, right, I forgot. You could use a bomb on them. Also, I just don't want to mess around with the anti-fairies anymore. I might kill them just on principle, though. You know what? Principle has happened. I'm murdering them on principle. That's right, you're on fire and in water. How does that work? It doesn't. I do it anyway, because I can. The only reason why I came this way is I needed that key. There's a room that had a locked door, and I was like, oh right, where am I gonna find another key? Well, I found out where the other key was. Also, over the Christmas holiday, I got new speakers, and they sound really weird to me. Other people are telling me, hey, it sounds better, which makes me believe that, hey, maybe my ears are just broken. You know? Just like that guy that told me that when I was messing around with sound problems during Carol Blaster. And he was like, hey, that's a lot better. It's like a tin can to studio quality. And I was like, what? I thought it sounded worse. But, oh well, I'll take his advice on it. He's the one listening to it, not me. Maybe I just have different tastes, I don't know. What I do know is I'm progressing in this dungeon. I want to get it done today. This dungeon is a little underwhelming for me. Like, it shouldn't exist kind of underwhelming. There's not a lot impressive about it. I mean, we do a lot of long jumping, but that's really about it. There's not really much to it. It's just, hey, water dungeon, for no good reason. This game could have been a dungeon shorter. That thing right there that I just murdered, it's called a star. That's all it's called, even though it could be called something else. You're kind of getting lazy with the enemy names. Hey, where's that key going? Get back here! Well, looks like I have to go down a floor. If we learned anything from Zelda, that floor was different. That hole had things in it. Well, that's bad. Even though I'm wearing blue, I'm water-soluble. And it hurts me inside. I need some way to submerge myself. You know, like, what was the item in La Milana that kept you from getting hurt by water? It was like an aquasphere or something like that? I don't remember the precise name anymore. Also, that thing looks interesting. That's why I get murdered out of my power state. If only I had arrows. This probably won't work in any way. No, that's just statue. It's just here. Kinda looks like an Armos. That is a hint to tell you, hey, the floor is different up there. You should do something about that. No, I can't reach that chest either. There's chests I can't reach in this game. I don't like that. I don't agree with that. Also, there's a button over there I can't reach either. But I need to go that way anyway. All of this deep water, and none of it to drink. Even though there's no real survival aspects to Zelda, yet. I think there's supposed to be hunger in Breath of the Wild. This is a baseless accusation, but I think that's supposed to be the case. Or at least you just cook food so you could heal your health better. That's probably what it is. I don't think they would go Fallout 4 on us. Or any kind of survival thing. Yeah. Fake treasure, yet again. I should have known. I really should have known. I've played this game before. Yeah, at least there's a heart there, though. This looks like secret stuff. This also looks like rupees, but it ain't rupees. I lied to you. It's a small key. I like how you can kill fireballs. I don't do that enough. That's also interesting. Also, I'm on a different plane of existence than that guy. I should not have been able to do that. But I did it anyway. Well, this is completely pointless, and there's nothing to it. The only reason why I had to come this way is because the key to open that one door fell down a pit. So I had to find a different key. And now I have to head back all the way over through this water. Facing all the enemies I faced before. Falling into the water I fell in before. I don't like the, You know what? I can't even remember their names right now. I know they've been annoying enemies. They've been around for a while. I love killing them in Ocarina of Time. But I just can't remember their name right now. I remember this guy's name, though. It's the Cue Ball. And pretty much he's the most simplest mini-boss in the game, actually. All you do is jump over him and just hit him with the backswing of your spin slash. That's it. Wasn't that easy. What a lame mini-boss he was. But the boss kind of dials it up to 11. You'll see what he's like in a bit. As you can see, the walls are closing in here. We actually have to do some lever pulling. I need to go over in that direction. Now sometimes you need the boots to get through there. I was kind of lucky. Also, those little enemies, they also have their own name. They're called gels. Yeah, I'm just gonna take this just because I can, to get that annoying music out of my face. And we got flippers now! When we press the B button, we can dive. But Link is smart now, he's learned. He put the flippers on his feet. Problem is, he put the flippers on his feet, and he's on dry land. What a silly person he is. Also, these iron masks are kind of annoying. You know what? I'm trying to jump, and I can't do that with the power bracelet. I've been over this with myself. Alright, this thing is shining. Now this thing is shining. Look at all the shiny things! It's like some kind of puzzle solution. I wonder where I'm going to use a puzzle solution at. Oh well, it is a mystery to me. Stop shooting fireballs at me. It's because it considers the enemy, that spark, an enemy. And I can't kill the spark. Not yet, anyway. So this room looks awfully so familiar, doesn't it? Yeah, it looks like you can do things here. Like fall in water a whole bunch. But since we have flippers, we don't drown immediately. We have to solve that same puzzle again, but we don't get the little sparkly to tell us how. So if we do with this in the right order, without touching any of the other tiles, we don't get to do the puzzle over again. I like being tricky and jumping over some of the tiles, but you can't jump in water. There we go! Secret passage! Very Zelda-y. This, however, is not. That's a spiked thwomp. There's different breeds of thwomp in this game. What's with all the Mario enemies in the underground, anyway? Is the crust of Koholint Island very thin, and underneath it is the Mushroom Kingdom? That's my theory. Oh well, we ended up here now. There's only one important chest left. The Nightmare Key. Still wondering, though, why do they call it nightmares? I mean, they just could have easily just called them bosses, or, what do they call them in other Zelda games? Like Nemesis or something like that? Oh well. This thing is demanding that we have a key. I am sans a key right now. So there's one important chest around here still. Which is going to involve our power to walk on, well, walk in water. Yeah, that's all swimming is walking in water. It's just that your feet aren't touching anything but water. Think about that for a while. And you know what? He really doesn't need the flippers to do what he's doing. He could have simply done this like he does in the 3D Zeldas. You don't need the flippers that badly. In fact, swimming is always slow in Zelda. It's just... I mean, I can mash the A button and go faster, but... that's still pretty slow. I just wish Link would just pick up the pace a little bit. Alright, we have to head back to that little underground area that's over here. Because that'll allow us to get that key now. We have the flippers. We have ability to not dissolve in water. So give me that key. It was still falling this whole time. Sadly, we cannot dive when we're underground. It's just, well, underground as in, like, the 2D sections. No, it's just how the items will still work underwater. But in other places, they don't! That's an oversight, I think. I still have one other chest left. You know what? We got time, and all I was doing is the rest of this dungeon anyway. So I'm gonna go back and get that chest. I mean, why the heck not? It is a chest. It is there. I require it for things. I wish I could do some tricky stuff. In fact, I'll be doing some tricky stuff later. There is a little trick that lets you skip a portion of this dungeon and go right onto the boss. You don't have to do any extra stuff. So I'm just gonna keep on falling down this pit. There we go. This is the room I needed to be in. No, I don't need the shovel right now. Actually, the shovel is quickly becoming useless to me. What you could do is you could avoid enemies by diving under the water, which is what I tried to do there in a panic. So I got a whole bunch of rupees now, almost that 300 I need for something else. So I need to head back the way I came. This is a nice little shortcut. I like how those things just bleed rupees. If you're desperate for money, just farm those, but don't be desperate for money. There's plenty of money in this game. You don't need to be desperate. Since I was talking about Breath of the Wild for a bit, do you think rupees are going to be valuable at all in that game? It seems like it's a post-apocalyptic Hyrule. I don't think it's going to be too needy on the old currency. They'll probably go back to the barter system. Trade them 3 rocks for 1 sword or something like that. Alright, we need to head over in that direction. Do you see those stairs? Do you see me murdering enemies left and right? The answer is yes. Yes, you do. I want that heart back. Thank you. Now, we could find out where those stairs go, which is somewhere off in that direction, or we could do this. We could just jump past that entire underground section. And trust me, it's not really all that worth it. There's just stuff down there. You know, just for the sake of the argument, I'm going to show you anyway. Just show you what's going on down here. It's just nothing but bloopers. Or, yeah, those are bloopers, aren't they? The fish things from Mario? Yeah, you just fight a whole bunch of those, and you end up here. Push this out of the way. Murder these losers. And there's the boss right there. But I like using this little shortcut. This little funky jump there. I'm sure some speedrunners have done that as well. Hello? This reminds me of Beyond Oasis. Do I have to shoot some kind of orb at this? Where's the boss? Hello? Boss, where are you? Is it one of you guys? I'm checking. Alright, you guys are clean. Maybe the boss is in his basement. Hello, boss person. I'm here to murder you today. Oh, hey, there you are. You are giant fish. Hello for being a giant fish. I'm going to murder you dead now. Just stand there and just destroy yourself. So, that was Anglerfish, and he's incredibly lame. And stupid. And very vulnerable to sword. So, we just saw the most useless boss in this game. He's so pointless, even his dungeon has no point. I mean, Azora could have just gave me the flippers like they did in Link to the Past. But we got ourselves a surf harp now! I'm not sure what people invented the surf harp, but I don't think that's their music. Did the instruments lose some sheet music along the way to getting lost in dungeons? How did they end up in the dungeons in the first place? I think that's a better question. Because they were all in one place at one time, I'm pretty sure. Oh well, we gotta head to a bay now. And now that we have the ability to swim, we can go other places. That looks pretty good. Let's check off in this direction, with my incredibly slow swimming speed. Look, Link could just put on the Pegasus boots and move his legs really, really fast. And he'll be like a motorboat in the water. Can you imagine that? I can imagine that. Why don't they make that happen? That's my question. Well, there is one other thing, but you know what? We'll hold on to that for next time, too. Looks like we're gonna have underwater adventures. Good night, folks.